Hello, friends, and welcome to the podcast, the Honeycast. Today, I'm going to be talking about one of my most favorite things that I get to do as a coach. In my Feminine Freedom program, which is my 6-month, sometimes plus program, where I help you dial in your midlife weight loss and fat burning menu, exercise, hormones, and more, I offer what's called a strategy call. I actually offer several strategy calls for each client that ends up signing up and working with me. And this strategy call really is just a coaching call, but I love to talk about it like a strategy call and call it that because that's exactly what I am doing for you. It is one of my favorite things to do in my Feminine Freedom program, besides meeting weekly with my members, my tribe, my freedom sisters is what I call them. And the reason is because I get to know you specifically. I get to know exactly where you are, what are you stuck with. I get to converse with you, ask lots of questions, really pinpoint what do you need to do to get started on your weight loss journey in midlife? What do you need to do to learn how to do Trim Healthy Mama for midlife and exercise and manage your hormones as well as other lifestyle factors? All these things are part of weight loss. It's not just about what we put in our mouth, especially in midlife. It is so much more. And on this strategy call, that's exactly what we go over. So I'm going to break it down a little bit for you. First of all, it's my first face-to-face combo with one of my new peeps. And I love that. I love to see, and in person, in Zoom, I'll say, see your beautiful face and get to know you and really just ask the questions. Okay, what is your biggest struggle? When things were working well for you, what were you doing? And it's going to vary. Everybody is different with this. Some people are coming knowing the Trim Healthy plan, but they're just not seeing results. Some are very confused about the Trim Healthy plan. Some don't know anything about it. Some are really struggling with hormones. They may be doing a lot of things right with their food, but they're not really sure. And then others don't have any exercise or movement at all. Some hormones are so whacked out, don't know what to do. And all of this can cause sort of the perfect storm for a woman in midlife, and the scale starts going up. And so that first strategy call, I really go over what is the issue here. Tell me all about it. Let's talk about it. The next thing that I do is so after we get through some housekeeping type things, the first thing that we take a look at is the food and nutrition part. And what we do is I help create a fat burning menu just for you. I set guidelines, tell you do this, do that, have this many E meals, have this many S meals. This is how we're going to do this. And I create a very specialized plan just for you based on what you like and what your lifestyle is. And so that takes a little bit of practice, because once we set those goals, sometimes we have to, and a lot of times we have to tweak those, but pretty much I help you set up a system so that you can create your own fat burning menu or plan, call it what you want to, each week, so that you know exactly what you're doing. Then I help you create a space where you are getting ready for yourself. You're prepping and you're planning. It doesn't take a lot of time. I have hacks, a lot of tricks to help you really dial in your menu prep and plan for the woman in midlife who is very busy. Aren't we all very busy? So the first thing we work on is our food. The next thing that I take a look at, what's the biggest issue that's keeping you from staying on plan? And I'm going to call this sort of the mindset. What are the limiting beliefs, or what are the things you're believing? What are the obstacles in the stubborn places where you just feel so stuck? We take a look at that next, and we start working on a different thought pattern. After setting up a system, we're working on a different thought pattern. Now, the rest of these things that I check in with, This is a process. So we don't solve the world's problems in one strategy call. I actually give you several strategy calls, and we work on this throughout each week, week by week. But the 5 pillars that will help a woman in midlife lose weight and feel good and start living her second best half are these. And this is what we check in with as well. After our nutrition and food, we're going to look at exercise. Then we're going to look at mindset. That's all about consistency and sustainability. Then we're going to look at and talk about your hormones. And then we talk about the lifestyle factors that really, when dialed in, can be needle movers, like sleep, dealing with stress, and everyday movement. So what we do is we set short-term goals. We'll set a 2-month short-term goal, and then we will set a 6-month longer-term goal. And we're working on 1 or 2 things at a time. So if food and nutrition is not dialed in, we do that first. We talk next in this conversation about where is your everyday movement? Where is your exercise? If you're already exercising, we can jump in with that, and I can personalize a plan for you, which I love, love, love to do. I was a trainer for, lots of years. I'm not even going to say how many years, 25 plus years. And I used to be in the gym. I used to be in actually a studio that I loved, and transitioned out of that with my 9 kids and homeschooling, but stayed in the fitness industry and helping people work out. And online workouts have saved our lives, I think, and home workouts. And so there are easier ways to get our workouts in, and that's what I want to make it easier for you. Easier for you to eat how you need to eat, easier for you to move and exercise your body, and to understand all these factors and what you need to do within lifestyle and hormones and all of this to help you meet your goals, to help you lose the weight, to help you feel better, to increase those energy levels. So we're checking in on those 5 pillars, but we're not working on those every single week. Normally, it's let's get the food plan and the nutrition, and let's get that going. And let's learn how to do Trim Healthy in midlife and for you. Definitely, let's get our everyday movement. If you're not doing something, we're going to start walking at least 3 times a week. If you're exercising, we're going to look at what you're currently doing, and is that helping you? If you've already got those things dialed in, and maybe you have a lot of questions about hormones, I have a whole module on hormones that I point you to and that we talk about, and that I help point you in the right direction. Am I a doctor? No. Can I diagnose? No. But what I can help you do is understand what's going on with your hormones and how to get the support that you need. So on these strategy calls, really, we are just looking for needle moving things to help you meet your goals. And each strategy call, what we do is we review the previous strategy call to see where you are with that. And then we go to the next thing. What I've learned in all my years is that the all or nothing thing does not work. The 1% increase is the way to go. That is from Atomic Habits. And really, I've seen this in the last 6 years that I've been coaching. Rarely the all or nothing method has helped anyone. It is so hard to sustain all of that. I know it takes more patience to take these bite-sized pieces and implement them over a long period of time, but I'm telling you, it's what works. And so that's what we do each week on our weekly coaching session. We're looking at, okay, what are your goals? What's keeping you from them? What's helping you with them? What questions do I need to answer? What troubleshooting do we need to do this week just to get you continuing on the path of reaching your goals? So again, that strategy call is where I get to know you, really get to give you a personalized plan to help you lose weight, feel good, and start thriving in your second best half. And yes, you can.